Well, about 2 weeks ago, I discovered that you could make biodiesel out of waste vegetable oil. So for about 2 weeks, I've been researching biodiesel processors and the chemical reaction to make biodiesel, and it seems pretty straightforward. I purchased Graydon Blair, or I think his last name is Blair. His name is Graydon at Utah Biodiesel. Purchased his plans online. Which are excellent plans. There's diagrams on and what parts are needed, where all the fittings are. So today I purchased a 50-gallon GE, cheapest water heater they had at Home Depot. And of course, comes with a nice dent in the side, and but whatever, I'm sure it's going to function fine. And I started buying all the pipe fittings. His design is based on the Appleseed by Girl Mark, Appleseed 2.0, I think. And the way he set it up was to use all black steel pipe fittings. And it's really cool. His instructions are easy to use. They tell you all the fittings. The only fitting I'm not sure about, this is assembly A, is this. It's a plastic hose barb that goes into the black steel and the ball valve. But this is plastic, so I don't know if that's okay to use, considering methanol and potassium hydroxide will be running through the pipes. I guess I'll find out. Here's another piece. This is assembly B, and you can see there's a couple of spots. I'm missing the 30 psi pressure release valve here, and I'm missing a T fitting here. Also, I found out that here I purchased, this is a 1/2 inch pipe thread to 1/2 inch hose barb, and this is also a 1/2 inch pipe thread to 1/2 inch hose barb. And this 1/2 inch hose barb, the barbs are much larger than this one, so this one fits very, very tight in here, and this one doesn't fit as tight. They're both 1/2 inch, go figure. So I'm just going to try both of them. The 1/2 inch or the 1/2 inch ball valves are stainless steel. I was getting the tubing over at a beer brewing store, and they happen to have these. They're a little more expensive, $20 a pop, but they are stainless steel, which is nice with the stainless steel barb fittings. I guess that'll come into play if I decide to put in sulfuric acid into the process. I don't know too much about how these chemicals will react with metals. Here we have brass, black steel, and stainless steel. I know just from working on muscle cars that you're not supposed to put two differing metals together because it causes corrosion. So I guess I'll just keep an eye on it. Not a big deal. So I'm not really worried about any of these components with sulfuric acid, methanol, or potassium hydroxide. Like I said, it's just a plastic hose barb, 3/4 hose barb over here. But we'll see what happens. I also found a thermometer with a 1/2 inch pipe thread on the back, which is going to go into the bottom of the Appleseed processor to tell me a temperature reading. I picked that up at the beer brewing shop. They seem to have a lot of items, hard to find items that you can't get at Home Depot. Here's an interesting, this one is it's just a 1/2 inch close pipe to, this is check valve. That lets fluid only flow one direction. I'm learning about all this as I go along just from reading in the forums. But it's pretty cool. It's fun assembling it so far. This is assembly C over here. This is, I guess, where the waste vegetable oil would be pumped in or pumped out of the processor, Appleseed processor. And I guess this hose here is for a sight, like a sight hose, so you can see how full the water heater is. And there's some wiring instructions. I have to get a pump. I have to wire the power cord into it. I have to wire this is a 240 volt water heater, and I have to wire it for 110 volts so I can just run it off a regular power outlet. And because I'm doing that, apparently I have to change out the 240 volt heating element to a 120 volt heating element. And these heating elements apparently have a special tool to remove the heating element. Goes on here and takes it off. Purchased two 14 gauge power cords that I can, yeah, you can see it's got the positive, negative, and there's a ground in there. These are rated at 15 amps. You can't read it, it's too blurry. 15 amps, 125 volts, 1,875 maximum watts. And I think that's the max wattage that can be pulled through a standard power outlet. So I guess these are the heaviest duty power cords you would need for a standard 110 volt outlet. So tomorrow I still have to go pick up some T-fittings. The T-fittings are interesting. I was able to find a 3/4 bottom, 3/4 top, and 3/4 side T-fitting, but this one is, for example, 3/4 on both sides and 1/2 inch on the top. This one is 3/4 on the top and the side and 1/2 inch on the bottom. So there's some strange fittings. So I think I have to go to a custom plumbing supply shop or a professional plumbing supply shop to pick up a couple of these T-fittings. But yeah, this is day one, was collecting parts and then starting to do a pre-assembly to make sure everything goes together. And so maybe by burning some biodiesel I can make up for the weekends that I take the GTO out. I'll burn the biodiesel in the Mercedes, and so I'll keep everybody posted and put some more videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching.